Well, welcome to day 2 of the 5-day video challenge. Yay! Good job. Whoever is doing this and taking action, good job. So we have, again, a few things to get through. So I'm going to try to make it as fast as possible. So today we're going to be sneaking in some more ninja tricks here. Stuff that I'm learning and putting into action, and it's how to increase your engagement while going live. So today's topic is actually going to be around giving value and tip videos. All right, so let me get my notes up here. Okay, so this is really going to take your business to the next level, so I really highly suggest putting the things into action because it will be helping you, okay? It's helping me quite a lot, and I'm just starting to do this, really. I was doing it a totally different way, and I am just starting to actually implement these new steps, and it's taken off and it's really working. People like it. They want to feel important to you. Okay, so let me know if you're watching, if you catch the replay on this, if this is helpful information to you. Let me know this stuff. And if you have questions, please let me know, okay? Because this one is really crazy important, alrighty? So here we go. I've given you the access to the Science of Getting Rich book, right? Now, if you haven't read it yet, I really don't know what to tell you because it is really good. It's very interesting, and seriously, the reason why I'm saying this and the reason why I keep bringing it up, my mentor gave it to me, and it's something that was given to him, okay, by his mentor, and it was something that his mentor was given to. Okay, and it's something that the principles, okay, that's what I'm trying to get across. The principles in that book are so important to this mindset business process, and it just works. So there's a mindset and psychology around this. So this training here, this mini week-long training, 5-day long training, is not just about how to do fun videos. It's not just about how to do those live videos. There's a process behind it, and it builds on each other for marketing. So I encourage you to read it or listen to the audios. The link that I posted has audios, so you can just pull that up and listen while you're doing dishes or, you know, whatnot, while you're working on something else. Let's see. One part of that book is something that we're going to be implementing today. Use value needs to be much more than cash value, okay? So you need to outweigh the cash value that somebody gives you. And it needs, the value that you're giving needs to be so much more than their cash value or their time, because all of that is so important, okay? You need to provide more use value than what you get from others, at least at the very best that you can give right now in what you're learning. Because if we are continually trying to better ourselves and continually trying to learn, then we're always growing. And you'll always have more to give during that process, right? Okay, so people follow leaders. The cost or payment that you, it shouldn't even come close to the value that you're giving another person. No one actually really cares about the physical product or company that you have. What they really care about, coming from their perspective, is what you're giving them, what you're offering, what they're getting from you, like the value of it, okay? So you have to really, what it comes down to is you really have to provide more of you to people than just trying to sell people. So people, again, follow leaders, not followers. So this is something to really think about. They're looking for answers. They're looking for results. They're looking for solutions to their problems or pain point. People are looking for the person who will be their go-to person, okay? So this is where it comes into play, the tip video, okay? That makes you the go-to person. So that person will stand out no matter how they may look or sound to others. So you really need to not worry if you're looking silly or if you're failing at something at the moment. If you're going to fail forward. Keep moving forward, okay? It's better to be interested in helping others than have that fear of looking silly or stupid in front of other people. And if people really think that about you, then bye. You know, that's really the mindset that you need to have. It's a psychological thing that's built into each human being, right from the Stone Age on right to now. We look for leaders. We look for solution solvers, right? Those that find the solutions to things. So we still have that wanting for leaders. So that's why when there's like a group of people together, always a leader emerges, right? And then they have like this little groupie thing where everybody's like, oh, you're so cool and woohoo, and that's just kind of how it is. They're actually presenting themselves as basically like the alpha, right, of the group. So your job as a network marketer is to create more use value around what you do than cash value, so people actually start paying attention to what you're doing. So that's with whatever you do. And then it's not about just, selling the next kit or the next product or join my business, okay? Ooh, that's not what it's about, because you will lose people if you do that. So you're going to get much further if you become the leader. And every top earner that I am meeting has actually followed this principle. So the more you see all of these trainings out there, right? They're all over the place now. These live videos are taking off. Before, what was it, 2014? I don't believe there were any live videos. I think it started in 2015, I believe. Well, the trend took off. Somebody started doing them. They found the value in the process. And the trend just took off, and wham, now everybody is doing it, right? So you need to follow the processes that you see that are working. It's really important. So doing tip videos, you want to make yourself the go-to person again. So whatever your target market is, you want to have the answers for that market. So let's see, for example, if you want to brand yourself around like the health and wellness industry, then you do tips on health and wellness. Not just tips on how to sell your product. It's not about that. It really needs to be a larger picture, because your business needs to be long-term, right? That's what we want in our businesses. We want long-term results. So we need to have the vision of more of a long-term aspect. So tips will build that. Sales won't. So, more of how you're going to get people to buy from you from time and time again is creating those tips. You become the go-to person. This can be anything from health and wellness to travel, okay? You can do this with literally any niche or company that you're with. So give them tips around, for example, how, like if you're in the travel industry, how to pack one of the pilot suitcases for like 2 weeks, you know, give them something that's really going to be, oh my gosh, I wish I could do that, you know, and then they're gonna want to get your next tip. They're gonna want to keep following you. So you may be thinking like, maybe you have nothing to talk about. You have nothing to say. Well, actually you do. Trust me. You need to be the go-to person, but you don't need to be the all-knowing person. That's the brilliance of this whole thing. You don't need to know everything, okay? So you can just know just a little bit more than the people around you, because that's what people are wanting. They're like, oh, I didn't know that. What else does this person know? You know, just a little bit more. You don't have to have every answer for your industry. So that is being enough of an expert to help you become the go-to person. Trust me, it's awesome. And if you know just a little more, it doesn't take much, just a little more than the next person, they're going to want to know that little more that you know that they don't know. Okay. So if you're doing your tips consistently, and you're becoming that go-to person, they're going to start following you. Let's see. The point of this being is you want to build the know, like, and trust effect, okay? So the tips, they get to know you on the videos. They get to trust you because you're giving them some really good tips. And they start liking you for that, okay? So that builds that rapport with them. Even if you have no clue who they are, they're starting to feel like they know you, like you're becoming a friend in their heart from that association. Okay, so is this making sense? Let me know if it is, okay? I hope it's making sense. So if you have any questions, again, let me know. So I get these questions sometimes. Do you do these around your products or your company, like your business opportunity? What should you do? Well, it depends on what you want to do, really. But you need to decide which way you want to go and stick with that. For the longest time, I focused on, well, I was doing it the wrong way for the longest time, and I focused on my products, and I was very salesy. But, you know, that's how I was taught, and that's how they were taught, and so we go down that road. But you need to decide where you want to go with it, and you need to make sure that it's congruent with your message, okay? So there's a lot of network marketers who really miss this one. They'll say, hey, I'm in the health and wellness, and then they'll give you a big old business bomb, okay? So you want to, so if you're really going to build your audience base, you need to be cohesive with what your message is, all right? What you want to get across, and make sure that you really start thinking about that and making that decision. So you need to decide whether you're a business opportunity, a trainer, or whatnot. So start branding yourself. This is all a part of the marketing, okay? So start branding yourself in a certain way. Otherwise, you're going to confuse people. We don't want to confuse people. They'll think that, oh my gosh, they're just trying to sell me. All they want to do is sell this, or all they want to do is sell that. And they're just trying to sell me, sell me, sell me. All right? So you don't want to do that. You're not providing leadership and tips to show people that they should be following you because you're someone that knows a marketing strategy, okay? So if you're going on the opportunity side or the business training side, you need to focus on that kind of tip building, okay? Is this making sense? Let me know. So I know I'm telling you this around tips, but it's for a reason, okay? If you don't understand this piece of the leveling, then it's going to be hard for you to create that content as far as posts and doing the videos. So this is really, really important. So yesterday I gave you that format, right? Remember that? I gave you the Facebook Live. Actually, I think it's just called the live video format, or the cheat sheet. I'm sorry, the cheat sheet. It's in the Files tab, okay? So if you haven't got that yet, make sure that you download that and you can print it out for yourself. So what we started with the format, the most important, well, not the most important thing, but you start with the headline, okay? Then you want the attention grabbing statement. Then you want the intro, okay? Then there's a call to comment. There's your subject or your topic matter, another call to comment, and call to action. Okay, so let me give you a little bit of some tips here, some tricks regarding the call to comment, okay? And this one's really cool. After your live is done, okay, so first of all, yesterday I talked about increasing engagement. So this is a part of increasing engagement. So after your live is done, to continue spreading it out, you want other people to continue engaging in it, correct? Because that builds engagement on top of engagement. So your first call to comment, something like you could break out with an example would be like if I was doing a tip video around doing Facebook Lives, okay? So let's see, it could be, and this could be in any niche or business that you're in. This is just an example. So it could be something like, I was going to give a tip around Facebook Lives, and my CTC or call to comment could be something like, hey, do you do like a live a week? If you do at least one live a week, give me a 1 below. And wow, you know what? If you do 3 lives a week, give me a 3, okay? Oh my gosh, that's so crazy. You know what? Let's make this interesting. If you do 5 lives a week, 5 days a week, give me a 5 below. All right, that's not only going to increase the comments, right? Because people are going to be associating that to themselves because, oh yeah, well, I do 1, you know, I've done 1, or you could do even 0, you know, have you never done a live? Give me a 0. I mean, it can be anything like that. So people will refer it to themselves. They will understand that, and they will want to join in. They'll say, yeah, I've done 1 a week. Oh, they'll drop a 1, okay? And then when you raise it, well, yeah, if they're a part of that too, well, yeah, I'm up to 3, and then you do the 5. Well, hello, I do the 5 too. So they'll keep doing that. So you want to, that's kind of like stage questions, okay? You're staging the questions. You're stacking them on top of each other. They're stacked. So it's a call to comment that's kind of a stacked thing, all right? So after that, then you go to your subject. And then you go through your subject. And when you're done with your subject, because this is all a part of getting more engagement. Because if you don't interact with people at all, people won't want to interact with you either. So you're trying to pull them in, okay? And so again, at a level standpoint, you're going to know where people are. Just for this example, so I would know if someone is totally brand new and has never done a live, right? I will know if somebody, oh, they're kind of, you know, they've been working at this. They have a good idea of how to do Facebook Lives, and maybe they just need some tweaking, right? Or maybe they just need more practice to feel a little more comfortable or things. So, you know, you can go from there, and then you'll know, is this making sense? Let me know, please. I hope it is. So you hear that? Is this making sense? Okay, that was your call to comment. Remember, it's a good exercise. So we're exercising here. We're participating. So that's for engagement. All right, so you also get, okay, I already covered that. Okay, so actual structure of a Facebook Live to increase engagement. So you wanna keep practicing that. It's very important to exercise what you learn. Put it in practice, put it in action, build on your skill set. Okay. Another kind of tip here. There we go. Another kind of tip is or a little trick is to teach you a little bit about specifically tips. We're going Facebook Live example, something like, it could be like, hey, it's Bobbi Raffin coming to you from Oregon. We're going to be talking about 3 tips today on how to increase your engagement while doing Facebook Live videos. So it could be something like that. It could just be 1 tip too. It doesn't have to be 3. That was just an example. So that would be your stat question. And then here's another tip, okay? So you've already told everybody that you have 3 tips coming, okay? So now you add a bonus tip. Okay, this is a little trick that you can get the replay viewers involved in. All right, so before you tell your subject, before you tell your actual tips, now you're going to say, you're going to go back to the regular tips during the goodie section and of your topic and the last call to comment. Okay, you'll say something like, "Hey, was this helpful for you guys?" And then you'll say something like, "So those of you who are just joining in, who are dropping in late, I want you to know I gave a bonus tip at the beginning, so you gotta make sure and go back to the beginning and watch all of that so you don't miss it." Okay, and so that from an ecology standpoint, no one wants to miss out because they're not gonna. The curiosity factor for one thing, right? But nobody wants to be left out of stuff. So they're going to want to go back. If they're joining in late, if they hear that, they're going to want to go back at the beginning, okay? Because they don't want to miss out and they want to be included in all of this great stuff that you're offering. All right? So the other thing is that when they go back, all right, Facebook is actually going to like that. Facebook likes that because it's more viewers. They're seeing it as like people going back to your video, okay? And then that will expand the range. So that's another little trick for you. And also, if you're totally new at this, don't freak out or beat yourself up. It just takes practice, okay? So ask yourself, what are the different ways that you can actually get your audience to create, or you to create something for your audience to engage more and to get that interaction so that you can build that trust, trust and getting to know you factor. So you can start thinking about that even in terms of what you would like. You know, what you would appreciate, and then actually offer that to other people. It's going to attract those people that want it. Instead of trying to chase people that that have no interest in what you're talking about, just talk about what your passion is and what you are interested in, and it will attract those people that also share that. So get people to comment for the replay standpoint, okay? It's not for the actual live standpoint. It's for the replay standpoint. And Facebook has an algorithm standpoint where your videos do get out there more, okay? Does that make sense? So again, if you guys have any questions, I'm trying to talk fast because I don't want to make this too long. And okay. So here, the next thing. So remember I gave you the structure or the format, okay? So make sure you get that. And a lot of this is just practice, practice, practice. And practice the structure of it, the format, to get used to that. So you can remember doing the CTCs, okay? Doing the subject, then doing another CTC and a CTA, call to action, okay? So there's different levels. And I am still practicing this because I can get on, start talking, and then forget something, and that's okay. We're all working. It's progress, right? All right, so you need to plan your live. You need to know what you want to say. If you go on and just start talking, it could really sound random, like you're not on point, and you don't want to do that. So again, you need to be the person that stands out with the information and what you know alongside with consistency is going to get you there. It may not happen overnight, but what you know with that consistency aspect will get you to the point you want to be at. All right? All right. So from the business standpoint, you know, you need to, okay, so again, you need to decide if you're going to do the product standpoint or the business standpoint, if you want business builders, and focus on that. So for example, if you are looking more towards the business building, you need to say like tips around marketing skills, being a leader in the industry, things like that. So that's the things that you need to work on. So the tip that when you're doing all of this, invest the time. You know, you want to, my tip for you is to invest the time in yourself. Sometimes it takes investing money, and you got to learn whatever you need to learn, okay? Because if you want to start talking about something that you have no clue about, or that you're kind of sketchy about, don't just write it off. Take the time to learn it and then implement it. Take the action, because you can't teach it without first having to take in the action, right? And that's going to be really difficult to do, to get people to actually buy that. So start taking the action, then teach it. That's the tips. That's where it comes in. So you learn, you implement, and then you teach, okay? Invest in yourself, take time to learn better ways, then apply that to yourself, okay? First, it's like you're trying it on first before you're offering it to somebody else. So invest in yourself, take time to learn better ways, then apply that, what you've learned, and take action. And then what you've learned, teach others, all right? And that's a huge way to have that, the tips out there, okay? So that's what giving tips is all about. My chair's squeaky. So when you give these tip videos, figure out if you're going to do more product-based tips or more business builder tips. You know, decide that first. Have a plan. If you're going to give a tip video, make sure that you post it on your timeline. People who actually complete also, you know, people who actually complete all 5 days of this challenge get a bonus. All right, so if you haven't completed day 1 yet, go back and complete day 1, post your video, share it in day 1's post. Complete day 2 today's, and post it here in this specific post, all right? So I want to make sure that I see those, okay? So if you're doing them, I may get busy and not have a clue. So make sure that I know about it and I see them so you get credit for it, okay? Because I want to give you that bonus. And wow, I am just so excited about you guys being here. So I can sometimes you know, sound like a taskmaster, just do, but there's a reason for it. Okay, that's how my mentor is teaching me and moving me along, and there's a reason for it, and it's going to get you going. All right, and so not only, you know, I don't want you only rewarded by me with the bonus, but if you do these steps, you're going to be rewarded in your business. It's just going to come back to you. It's just how it works. So make sure also, again, it's about generosity here. So share the love when anybody, excuse me, when anybody posts a video, please love on them, okay? Because you would want that encouragement, right? So other people want that encouragement too. So let's not be selfish or stingy with that. Let's be extremely jealous, or not jealous, extremely generous. Not jealous. That's not working. So be extremely generous with your love, okay? So all right, you guys, that's today's topic is tip video, and hopefully I gave you some good tips on this. Practice. You guys are awesome. I'm so excited that you're here, and believe me, you can do this, okay? So believe in yourself. I believe in you. Have any questions, just let me know, and I can't wait to see your videos, all right? Have a blessed and fantastic day. Bye-bye.